When the colony ship Aurora's Promise landed on Vera 9, most of us expected paradise. The world had breathable air, sprawling forests, and rivers that glittered under twin suns. But paradise has a way of hiding its teeth. The first months were tense. The alien natives, the Verans, watched us but rarely approached. They were humanoid, tall and elegant, their skin marked with glowing fractal patterns like living constellations. Some of them traded with us cautiously, exchanging mineral-rich stones for our tools and medicines. Others remained distant, their motives unreadable. And then there was her. The colonists had many names for her. The Shadow Woman, the Cursed One, the Untouchable. She lived on the edge of the settlement, away from both humans and her own kind. When she appeared, conversations stopped. Mothers pulled children inside. Even the other Verans gave her a wide berth. I didn't know her real name until much later. To me, she was just the alien outcast no one dared approach, until she chose me. Part 1. Whispers and Warnings. My name is Elias Ward, technician, hydroengineer, and general nobody. I was the kind of guy who fixed water pumps, patched cracked filters, and spent more time with machines than people. Maybe that's why I noticed her when others didn't. The first time was at dusk. I was repairing an outflow pipe by the southern ridge when I felt eyes on me. She stood there barely 30 meters away watching. The fading sun lit up the fractal markings on her skin, pulsing like slow lightning. Her eyes were strange. Too large, too dark, reflecting more than light. I froze, wrench in hand. She didn't move. Then, without a word, she turned and disappeared into the trees. When I mentioned it in the mess hall, conversation stopped. A miner named Jace leaned close and said, "You stay the hell away from her. That one's cursed. Her own people cast her out. You know what they say. Any human who goes near her doesn't come back." Rumors spread faster than fire in dry brush. Some said she poisoned with a touch. Others that she spoke with the dead. And the darkest whispers claimed she lured men away at night, their bones found weeks later under the moss. I laughed it off. Ghost stories to keep colonists from straying too far, I thought. Still, when I lay in my bunk, I couldn't stop thinking about her eyes. Part 2. The Invitation. Weeks passed. One night, while checking the water purifiers, I heard a sound behind me. Soft, deliberate. I turned, and there she was. Close, she was taller than I expected, lean but strong. Her markings glowed faintly, swirling across her skin like rivers of light. She carried no weapon, no threat, only silence. I swallowed. "You need something." Her head tilted. Her voice, when it came, was low and melodic, though her accent bent the words strangely. "Elias Ward. Come." I stiffened. "You know my name." She simply turned and began walking toward the forest. After a dozen steps, she stopped and looked back, waiting. Every instinct screamed at me to run the other way. But something deeper, curiosity maybe, or madness, pulled me after her. We left the colony lights behind, entering the silver glow of the twin moons. Finally, we reached a small clearing where a tent-like structure stood, built of woven branches and luminous fabric. It pulsed with faint bioluminescence, alive in a way no human material was. She gestured. "Inside." I hesitated. "Why me?" Her eyes lingered on mine. "Because you look without fear." Against every warning, I stepped inside. Part 3. Secrets in the Tent. The interior was dim, lit by strands of glowing moss. Strange artifacts hung from the walls, crystals that hummed softly, carvings etched into bone, and jars filled with liquid that shimmered like stars in a jar. She sat across from me, folding her long limbs gracefully. For a long time she studied me in silence, as though weighing invisible scales. Finally she spoke. "Your people call me cursed." I nodded cautiously. "They say you're dangerous." Her expression didn't change, but the light in her markings dimmed. "Not cursed. Chosen. I carry what others fear to bear." "What's that?" I asked. She leaned forward, her gaze intense. "The knowledge of death." The words chilled me. "Meaning?" She touched her chest where the markings converged into a spiral. "Among my people I see what others cannot. The ending of lives, the unraveling of paths. They fear me for it. So they cast me out." I tried to process. An alien seer. A prophet of death. It sounded like superstition, yet her presence made it feel tangible. "Why me?" I asked again. Her eyes softened, almost human in their sadness. "Because your ending is unclear. You walk a path that twists beyond sight. I would know why." Part 4. Shadows Rising. After that night, I visited her tent again and again. Always in secret, always away from colony eyes. Her name, she told me, was Serenia. She taught me pieces of her language, words that sang more than spoke. She showed me plants that glowed when touched, rivers that whispered when night winds stirred them, creatures whose songs could break glass. But more than knowledge, she gave me something else: truth. She never lied, never softened words to make them easier. She spoke of life as fragile, fleeting, yet beautiful for its impermanence. I found myself drawn to her. Not just curiosity now, but something deeper. Connection. And then trouble came. One evening, as I returned from Serenia's tent, I found Jace and 2 others waiting near the colony gate. They saw me emerge from the trees, saw the direction I'd come from. "You've been with her," Jace spat. "Bringing her curse back here. You'll doom us all." "It's not like that," I protested, but they didn't listen. Within days, rumors spread that I'd been tainted, that Serenia had bewitched me. Some demanded I be exiled with her. Captain Delane, ever cautious, called me in. "Ward, you're a good worker. But these visits of yours endanger morale. Stay away from that creature." Creature. The word burned. I nodded but didn't promise. That night I returned to Serenia. She looked at me long before I spoke. "They will come." "Who?" I asked. "Your people. To drive me out. Perhaps to kill." I felt ice in my chest. "Then we'll stop them." She shook her head. "No. This is my fate." "Not if I change it," I said firmly. For the first time she smiled, a small, fragile thing that lit the tent brighter than any moss. Part 5. The Choice. The confrontation came sooner than expected. A storm raged overhead, lightning tearing the sky as colonists marched toward the forest with weapons. Jace led them, fury in his eyes. I ran ahead, reaching Serenia's tent first. She stood calmly, as if waiting. "They're coming," I gasped. She touched my cheek gently. "Do not fight for me. You will lose everything." "Then I'll lose it," I said. The colonists emerged from the trees, weapons raised. Jace pointed at Serenia. "Step aside, Elias. That thing dies tonight." I stood my ground. "She's not what you think. She's not cursed, she's wise. She's saved me more times than you'll ever know." "Lies!" Jace shouted. "She'll bring death to us all." Serenia stepped forward, her markings blazing like fire. "You fear death so greatly you would kill to silence it. But death walks with all of you, always." The colonists faltered, uneasy under her gaze. Lightning struck nearby, illuminating her like a goddess of storms. I raised my voice. "If you want her, you'll have to go through me."